guys, welcome to another episode of Max's Garage, where today I'll be showing you what I've done to the truck and getting some work done on a new project. Let's get started. First we'll check out some stuff under the hood. As you can see, like I mentioned in the last video, I finished swapping over the cylinder heads to the Edelbrock Performers, along with an Edelbrock Air Gap Performer intake manifold and a brand new Holley 750 double pumper carburetor. Along with some other things, like I've painted the firewall, I cleaned up the rust, put some paint over it, and then you can see a bit here, I put some silicone sealer just for now to try to plug some of the holes, because it was leaking down the firewall and into my floor, and it was just making the carpet smell bad and moldy, and I didn't want that to progress, so I just kind of sealed it up a little better. Along with, I did some painting here and there. I painted the frame rails, I cleaned up the battery tray, painted that, and doing a little bit of an experiment, I spray painted a plastic fan. We're gonna see how long the spray paint will last on the plastic. Also, you'll notice I changed over the front accessories on the engine. What I had before was off of that 99 Tahoe that the engine came out of, and this is off of a 94 Chevy S10 with a 4.3. Because the AC compressor on the Tahoe front dress was right here where the alternator is here and wouldn't allow the valve covers to work. So what I did was I swapped over to this, and now the AC is over here, and it's the old school pancake style compressor, which is what this truck originally came with. And it will also allow me to use my original inline 6 AC lines. So I won't have to change any of that stuff over. All I gotta do is install the compressor that I have in the back of the truck, wire it in with my plug that I already have right here, and hook up my lines with some new O-rings and a new dryer, hook it all up, charge it, and the AC should work, and I'm excited for that. But other than that, that's it for under the hood. I have my battery in a different project that we will get to here in just a moment, but for now, just for this video's sake, I have my little portable jumper pack, just so y'all can hear this thing run. Be able to hear that little ticking sound. The driver's side has a loose rocker that I have to tighten up at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it. It's not really set perfectly yet. The carburetor is really close, the timing is set, and the valve adjustment is really close. This is just one of them is backing off on this side. Since I've been driving it, it loosened up. I just got to reset it. No big deal. As you can hear, it sounds pretty good. I'm up here and listen to the exhaust. Now with it all nice and tuned, you can kind of hear the cam to it. Before it kind of sounded stockish, now you can kind of hear the cam, which I like. You can hear it kind of loping. Here's some other things that I've added to the truck while we wait for it to warm up. If you look in here, you'll notice right here on the steering column, I have an Autometer bullet style shift light set / tachometer. You can see it's got the tach going there. But some of the LED strips in it, like the readout is dying, and some of the numbers aren't fully populated, and it's kind of hard to read, but it's really cool and it does work. So I'm gonna leave it for now. Alrighty, she's all warmed up. Give her a couple revs for you. If you want to stand over there, you can get a nice shot of the exhaust. As you guys heard, she's running pretty good. Just got some small little minor details to take care of. Then after that, it's the transmission needs rebuilt, new drive shaft, and this truck is road ready. On to the next one. And as for the Regal, everything still is relatively the same as far as I can remember you seen it last, except for we pulled the front clip off of it just so we don't destroy it, leaning over it to work on it. We figured that it would be safer just to pull it off and set it off to the side. We don't leave it here, we set it in the back of the truck while we work on it. That way it doesn't get destroyed, because that's a Grand National front clip and you can't get them anymore. So, I guess I can fire it up for you real quick so you can hear it. Oh, also, here real quick, before I fire it, the dash is back in it, and I fixed all the wiring up. I got it all loomed and tucked onto the dash like it's supposed to be. You can see, dash is all back in. 6-speed manual swap is done. The brand new tick shifter there. All right, here we go. Pumps go. That's all you've missed. Hopefully by the end of this month, we will have it out on the road, making some hits and having a great time. Now, I'll get on to our new project. Here's our new project. A 1985 Chevy Camaro IROC Z Z28 with the tuned Ford 305. We each actually traded this car for the 95 Monte Carlo that we had last video for this car, which is actually my brother's dream car, quite frankly. So I'll get into it and show you some stuff about it. To show you some things about this car, she is obviously a T-Tops, has the IROC Z wheels. It's an automatic car. This is a power seat, power windows, power locks, AC, power steering, power brakes, loaded to the brim. Actually a pretty nice car. It's not in bad shape. Seats look good. Dash is missing a few pieces and the dash pad is all cracked up, which is normal for these old Chevys. And if you look, I'll pop the hood, show you under there. Over here. There's your tiny little 305 in all of its glory. A little dirty under here. I did clean it up, but you know, just some of the surface rust and stuff you can't really take care of without blowing it apart and spray painting some things. But this is perfect. It's a great little project for my brother here, for him to kind of learn, you know, the ropes on being a mechanic and working on your own stuff. Because I told him 100 times, you want to own an old car, you're definitely going to learn how to work on some cars. So I guess I can fire it up for you here if it'll run. No promises. Got to get in here and kind of pedal it a little bit to keep it running. It really doesn't like to run cold. Not running the best, but it is running, and that is a start. It's gonna die again. Yeah. So I'll get this car warmed up that way it stays running, and then I'll show you some clips of it running and maybe give it a few revs. Alright, she's running by herself now. Being computerized or DFI, it kind of does random things to try to keep the thing running, so, you know, it'll stall every now and again, and it'll rev real high, or just do all kinds of random things, because it's, you know, 80s DFI, it does weird stuff. But, in the meantime, it is warmed up. Give her a few revs for you, you can hear the exhaust. get it right. It's a good project for my brother. But for now, that'll be it for this video, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. Catch y'all later.